vegetable production technology involves careful selection of warm climate-tolerant varieties, appropriate sowing and planting times for optimal growth, and specific management practices like soil preparation, irrigation, fertilization, and pest, disease control to maximize yield. Key considerations include managing high temperatures, providing adequate nutrition and water, and implementing intercultural operations such as weeding and mulching to create a favorable growing environment for crops like tomatoes, eggplant, okra, and cucurbits. 1. Crop selection and climate suitability. Climate requirements. Warm season vegetables, including tomatoes, peppers, cucumbers, and melons, thrive in mean daily temperatures of 70 degrees Fahrenheit, 21 degrees Celsius or higher and cannot tolerate frost. Variety selection. Choose varieties and hybrids that are resistant to common pests and diseases, and that are tolerant to local temperature extremes. 2. Soil and planting. Soil preparation. Ensure well-drained soil and proper bed preparation, especially for deep-rooted crops like watermelons, which benefit from coarse soils that warm up quickly. Planting. Sow seeds or transplant seedlings at the right time to avoid frost and take advantage of the warmest growing period. 3. Nutrition and water management. Fertilization. Apply fertilizer according to the specific needs of the crop to promote healthy growth. Irrigation. Provide sufficient water, but be mindful of excessive moisture, especially in heavier soils. 4. Cultivation and weed control. Intercultural operations. Conduct regular operations such as weeding and mulching to control weeds and retain soil moisture. Mulching. Using practices like black plastic mulch can help warm the soil and conserve moisture for plants like watermelon. 5. Plant protection. Pest and disease management. Implement an integrated approach to control common pests and diseases using appropriate fungicides or other treatments. Physiological disorders. Be aware of and manage physiological disorders caused by temperature extremes or nutrient imbalances. 6. Harvesting. Maturity. Harvest vegetables when they reach the optimum maturity standards for the best quality and yield. 7. Specific crop examples. 1. Tomatoes and peppers. Require specific temperature ranges for fruit setting, with different varieties developed to tolerate both high and low temperature extremes. 2. Cucurbits, melons, squash, cucumbers. These are highly susceptible to cold injury and thrive in warm, long growing seasons. And 3. Okra and beans. These are other important warm season crops with specific cultivation requirements. Warm season vegetable production requires planting after the danger of frost, with optimal growth at daily mean temperatures of 70 degrees Fahrenheit and above. Key production technology facts include using well-draining soil, providing at least 6 to 8 hours of full sun daily, and managing risks like cold-induced bitterness in cucumbers or temperature-affected fruit set in tomatoes. Practices like season extenders, proper fertilization, timely irrigation, and effective weed, pest, and disease management are crucial for successful harvests, along with specific varieties suited to local conditions. Key factors in warm season vegetable production. 1. Temperature. Warm season crops need warm air and soil to thrive and are intolerant of frost. Nighttime lows above 50 to 60 degrees Fahrenheit and daytime highs of 80 to 90 degrees Fahrenheit, ideal for many crops. 2. Sunlight. All warm season vegetables need at least 6 to 8 hours of full sun daily and will not perform well in shady conditions. 3. Planting time. Planting occurs after the last spring frost date, either by direct sowing or transplanting seedlings started indoors. And 4. Soil and drainage. Crops perform best in a well-draining, nutrient-rich growing medium, not heavy, poorly drained soils. Important production practices. 1. Variety selection. Choose varieties adapted to local conditions and with traits to avoid issues like premature seeding, molting, or poor fruit set at high temperatures. 2. Season extenders. To start earlier or extend the growing season, use methods like covering soil with black plastic to warm it or employ high tunnels. 3. Watering. Provide sufficient irrigation, especially during summer, but adjust frequency based on soil type and weather conditions to avoid waterlogging. 4. Weed control. Keep fields free of weeds, as they compete with crops for essential resources. 5. Fertilization. Apply appropriate nutrients, often using a basal dose of phosphorus and potassium, and split nitrogen applications throughout the growing season. And 6. Pest and disease management. Implement scientific management strategies, including using disease-free planting material and appropriate insecticides or biological control agents. Examples of common warm season vegetables: bean, cucumber, eggplant, pepper, squash, tomato, and watermelon.